many of you know, when Liberate Tate has made performances, they've kind of been discreet. This time we're interested to kind of push that boundary a little. Liberate Tate is an art collective that wants to free Tate from BP. We want to end oil sponsorship of the arts. BP desperately needs the kind of guise of social acceptability or this kind of covering up of its sullied public image, and it gets that from its association with galleries like Tate.
I think it's going to be effective, I think it's going to be fun, I think it's going to be inspiring and very beautiful. 5 years since Deepwater Horizon, it's the next funding cycle for the Tate, we can influence them.
We are about 75 performers going to Tate Modern today to do a performance called Timepiece. It's a performance which will go from high tide today until high tide tomorrow, Sunday. Will involve performers writing in willow charcoal quotes and extracts from a bibliography of texts on art and activism, climate change and the oil industry, hoping to evict BP from the gallery. Felt electric because it's a public gallery and we've just brought in sustenance and therefore we've come straight in quite easily, but we're going to be able to last a long time.
So we do have the right to this space. This is a public space, public art gallery. It underscores our point of why we need to get BP and destructive corporations out of, art washing our public institutions.
The more people that we have talking about this issue, the better. So this kind of thing is really amazing. And to have the children here as well, all looking like they're getting involved, even if they are rubbing it out with their shoes, it's good.
Yeah, I just happened to be here with the kids today. I really like using the Tate Modern as a space, but I've got a serious problem with sponsorship by British Petroleum.
I completely agree with the mission of the piece. I think it's about time BP got their dirty fingers out of Tate, and I hope that it creates conversation for change.
I'm fascinated by the interaction of people with this space, and I realise that there's going to come a point where so much of this space is taken up that people can no longer stand alongside it and therefore have to get inside it and probably stop and read what's going on. Using space, this media, is absolutely in keeping with Tate.
They can't ask us to leave until the building is about to close.
Okay.
So that will happen at about 10 to 10.
Okay.
They'll ask us to leave.
Yeah.
And if we do not leave, they will ask the police to assist them.
Would you kindly make your way towards the exit, please? Anybody who's got anything in the cloakroom, could you pick it up now?
When you have members of the public in the building, you have to be manned to a certain degree to ensure the safety of the public. Clearly, we don't normally do that overnight. We can't say what's not going to happen or what is going to happen because we don't know.
We'll be driven very much by whether the Tate Modern wants to take any action, and any action they do want us to take or not take, we can discuss with them.
We're going to reposition the beds in order to protect our water stocks. Our little Liberate Tate village has all the facilities that you'd need to survive 24-hour periods. So we have hot food, hot drinks, snacks, plentiful water supplies, hand washing and hand sanitation, compost toilets.
These are the foundations for a toilet that we're building here because we intend to stay all night. It's possible that the Tate will forbid us from using their toilets because technically they have to close at 10. So we are undeterred and we're just building our own.
It is 11:20. They haven't come and asked us to leave or told us anything. At this stage, it looks like possibly they're backing down. They made their threats that they would attempt to force us to leave in some way. That hasn't happened. Some people are going to sleep, and it looks like we could be waking up here 6 a.m. sunrise in Tate Modern Turbine Hall. It's 8 a.m. and the performance of Timepiece has continued through the night, and the words are continuing to rise up the slope in thicker and thicker waves.
I slept about 4 hours. I slept okay. It was all very eerie and surreal and very magical. And it's just been really amazing. It was a really inspirational time. Our future, our world, the collective, and like joining together all the elements of social and economic justice that we need for climate justice, which really means just justice.
It's interesting that Tate has chosen to close off this part of the Turbine Hall to the public today. It actually almost enshrines the performance even more. So visitors have been flocking today to the balconies or been staring down, talking, waving at us. It's been an amazing performance, and we've been able to kind of claim this space and make this a space where dissent against BP sponsorship is really felt and resounds through the gallery. So we're cleaning up all the sustenance parts of the performance right now, and we'll take those with us as we leave the gallery at high tide today. And that's part of the performance, that we would leave the space as we left it, except for these words, which we hope will echo through the gallery for days and weeks and months to come.
This is the story of how an unlikely survivor is taking on one of the world's biggest oil companies, BP.
Le cortaron la cabeza, los brazos, las piernas.
With the help of the men who were sent to kill him.